Well, welcome back to everyone tuning in to the live stream through the BBC. We see the Kiwis doing the harket there. It's been high drama again this afternoon. Another storm rolling through. So I'll just give you a little bit of an update for those who are tuning in. Due to the conditions and the potential lack of light, we have the rest of the Women's Open game taking place out on field 6. And we're moving straight into the Men's Open game. We will bring you updates from the Women's Open final as this match progresses. But again, Pete Walters joins me in commentary for this one. And again, it's just been drama this afternoon, unfortunately, with the World Cup finals.
Yeah, great to be here. And, well, here we are. The grand spectacle, the fastest grade. The Open means New Zealand versus Australia. It doesn't get any better than this.
No, so it's going to be another exciting match, and yeah, as mentioned, we'll do our best to bring you the results as they happen out on field 6. You can tune into that game as well, but we revert back to the Men's Open here. This is going to be the final match of the 2019 World Cup, and it'll be the New Zealanders who will get us underway, and it's Felix Hotham who taps off. They come right side straight away here, the Kiwis. Felix Hotham again, look at the pressure. Norman coming up out of the line. They sweep, switch back on the inside. Winger switching in. Nice work. Oh, the final pass there. But that was a beautiful set piece from the Kiwi. They had the Australians scrambling all over the shop.
It was an old school X-play, and it nearly came off. Great work, great start.
First touch of the football here for Australia. And rolling up through the middle of the field. That's King. Buckley into half. Good. Norman again. Nick Good looking to kick out. And they get hands on the football there. And they'll turn this back over. 6 more touches. Felix Hotham getting his hands on the football on that occasion.
Yeah, loose hand there. Costly. Gives them a repeat set on their line.
So the head out right to Palau. Michael Law onto the field now. There's some attacking weapons on the field. Law, Hennessy and King. Stu Bridie looking to sweep around, but reholds his position out there on the right wing. Michael Law throws the dummy. The Kiwis in the box. They're happy with the defence so far from the New Zealanders. So Bridie now drives in. Hennessy, look for his right to left. Oh, he shapes to go. Just goes to the dummy and the ball goes to ground, but warning signs there early on.
Yeah, New Zealand working their way downfield now. Close to their sub-box. Snaky run here.
Yeah, just having to go back to the mark, so that takes a little bit of sting out of their attack. They're about to head over the halfway line. Savage dishing the ball off, so again they have to come back to the mark. That's Sean Law for the Kiwis, the number 5. They throw long. Palau's got to get on his bike here. Oh, back on the inside. Oh, and again held on. Oh, ball down. Oh, wow. That would have been an amazing touchdown. The exchange of passes there out on the left-hand side from the Kiwis. Oh, the crowd erupted. That was a real chance for an amazing touchdown.
Yeah, the change of angles, the sleight of hand. Great stuff.
Australia now back on the attack. They just get on with business again. Bridie going forward as Palau comes in from the right-hand side to get him going forward. You'll see that often from Jonathan Palau. Again, Hennessy scoops and goes. Looks to go short to Palau. They come in and make the touches. Nice work there from Ropati.
New Zealand working their subset now. Once again, heading towards their box. They're all congested there, lining up for the next hit.
Yeah, nice work there coming in to try to put some pressure. Toner, and they just managed to get that second ball away. Extra metres up the field for the Kiwis. They come back infield now. As they picked up, they throw out again. Massage coming back on the inside. They're still throwing it around. New Zealand. So penalty here to the Australians. So it's really enterprising play, Peter. When they throw it out, they pop it back on the inside, but now they're going back on the outside again, just trying to catch the Australians napping.
Yes. Nick Good coming on now. Scott Buckley, Pete Norman.
Yeah, so Good throws the dummy to Norman. He links up with him now. Norman comes back on the inside to Good. Good drives in. King goes in half. Look at the right foot there from King. Flat ball. and couldn't be picked up there, Scott Buckley.
Yeah, game of chess right now. They're grinding away.
Yeah, the score is still level. There hasn't been a touchdown scored so far. Yeah, they're going down each end of the field, both sides at the moment. Really good start here from both teams, but still 0-0 on the score line, and it's the Kiwis with the ball, and they're doing it really hard to try to get out of their end of the field. They straighten up now. The Kiwis are over the halfway line with Sinclair. Nice pick up and go. They throw that ball on the outside, so they didn't really end up too far down the field on that set, so the Australians will be pretty happy with that defence.
Yes, they did, and it was just a yardage set. Working left to right, so there was no real threat there. Australia now working down. Dylan Hennessy's on the field.
He dishes to Law. Back to Hennessy. Goes the switch, pull out. Picked up from Hennessy, comes off the right foot, goes short to Law. They bump. Oh, and it's come off hands there, so 6 more touches. More pressure on the New Zealand defensive line. So they send it out to Law. He comes off the left foot, tries to take him on the outside. Got really good footwork, Michael Law. They come back central now, Bridie. Driving in, nice wraparound play off the right foot. They bat on there nicely. And Sean Francis scores in the corner. Nice bit of work there from the Australians just to bat that ball on. It goes backwards and it's the first touchdown in this men's open gold medal match.
Yeah, Dylan Hennessy, some footwork there, throwing on to the link and a beautiful just flick pass on to the winger.
So 1-0 to Australia. New Zealand, they'll be looking to hit back here with a touchdown of their own.
Ash Robinson, this is his favourite play. He likes to come in and quickie the short side link, and then he'll either dive at his feet or flick back in like he did there. Misdirected pass could have finished off with a touchdown there.
Yeah, we have an update from the women's open match out on field 6. The Australians have scored and they've increased their lead to 6 touchdowns to 2. So looking good. The Australians, they're in the 5 here, looking to get underneath. The Australian players are onside. So they'll roll on the 5 here, the Kiwis. Stone takes the touch. They come out right side. The Australian defence is looking pretty good so far. Sean Law drives in. Stone looking to link up with Law again, but they just got their angles wrong on that occasion, didn't they?
Yeah, it looked like you want to run a follow, but the player actually went out. So need better communication and set up there.
So they head towards their sub-box now. All did well to hold on to that ball. And Palau, as he's in the half, he dishes again. Hennessy onto the field. Norman takes off, switches in good. They're working for Hennessy from half again. Scoops it with the left hand, goes flat ball. And nicely taken there from Blackwood, but the defence was just as good from the Kiwis.
Yeah, good defence, New Zealand. Stay in this grind now. They'll be working forward towards their sub-box.
And a penalty given from the referee. So we will make quick mention the referees for this match: Dave Baggio, George Haswell and Kim Skelly officiating this referee, and the offside penalty given there from Dave Baggio, who's on field at the moment. Ooh, high contact there, Nick Good getting the touch of Sinclair up around the chops. Play on is the call. They come off the line. Sinclair just throwing it out in front of Owen Morris, so couldn't pull that one on, but they almost caught them napping on that occasion, but the final execution of the pass just wasn't quite there for the Kiwis. And another update from the Women's Open match. Australia have gone over again. Kim Susi getting another touchdown, so 7-2, and it's looking like a really tough ask for the New Zealand Women's Open side to get back into that match. They've only got a half to play. So 7-2 the score in the Women's Open match between Australia and New Zealand, as the Australian men's here will revert back to on field 1, Law and Bridie. They're back on the field working together. Hennessy picks up with the right. He goes long this time. Yeah, he's just not quite connecting at the moment, but still looking dangerous. He's getting a lot of touches of the football early on here, Dylan Hennessy.
Yeah, he is, and he's been hitting the link for most of it. The first one he's tried to hit the winger, but a little bit too much link there.
So the diving touch from Sean Francis sends the Kiwis back to the mark. A little dummy there from Mida Graham. He straightens them back up now. And Graham, he'll get the ball back, dishes, moves into half. Graham, look out here, the Australians, comes off the left foot, but Michael Law with the big diving effort shuts down Graham. Just was kind of drifting around with the ball. Maybe if he just picked up and put a little bit of speed on there, he might have been able to get on the outside of Michael Law.
Yeah, but it was actually, he had a bad injury about 3 weeks ago. I'm sort of amazed he's out there running around. He's come here, he didn't play many of the round games. They've been saving him for this game, and he's going well out there.
And they turned the ball over. It was a mistake there from Sean Francis in the roll ball. So this could be the Kiwis' first opportunity to get a touchdown onto the board. Stone drives in. Rapati comes from half, but again, it just goes behind the Kiwis. So they're getting a little bit frustrated when they come down this end of the field. Their final pass is just unsticking at the moment.
Yeah, and they're running that quickie the link play with the pass back inside. A couple of goes now, hasn't quite worked.
So they go to their sub box now, the Australians. Norman back onto the field, good contact, but he got the ball down nicely there, Norman. They just continue on. He comes from half, early ball. They go the wrap around. Hennessy links up. Norman taking him on. King looks to dive underneath, but a huge touch there. Made nice work there from New Zealand to scramble in defence, shut that one down. Kiwis again now, just tucking the ball under, but the referee, Kim Skelly, comes back. He's seen a forward pass off the ruck there, so yeah, they turn the ball over. They wouldn't be happy with that. It's just a little bit sloppy coming out of the end of the field there, New Zealand. So Francis gets us back underway. Buckley is back onto the field now for the Australians. Hennessy takes his time, nice contact. They shoot up on Hennessy as well. Ooh, yep, the referee just says back up on your feet, play on.
Yeah, you can see New Zealand really putting some extra heat on when Hennessy's working off the ball.
Here we go, Norman gets into the in-goal area, looks to link up with Good, and the touch is made, 6 touch, so nice work there from Carlos Savage. They've done a really good job so far, haven't they, Peter, just in terms of the scramble. The Australians have gotten into the in-goal area a couple of times, but they haven't actually really looked close into being able to link up with that final pass.
That's right. Whether it's mirror defence or shutdown, New Zealand have been on it in the game so far.
Another touchdown for the Australians in the women's open match out on field 6. Ash Quinlan getting the touchdown, so 8-2 is the score now in the women's open match. Australia leading over New Zealand, and it's the Kiwis here in the men's open. They're back on. They just pick the ball up and try to gas there. Again, Felix Hotham just didn't have too many options, but I suppose when they're trying to just finish their set down the other end of the field, sometimes just picking that up and just finishing in a corner is not a bad option. In the
yeah, if they're not running a set play, then they'll pick up a hard scoop and try and get an offside call.
So as a result, they've gotten a penalty here. They tap and go. The Australians, they've got to get back on side. They managed to do that now. So row party, they're taking the touch. Robinson Bartlett sends it back in field. Robinson Bartlett gets it here. It comes off the right foot. Yeah, nice work there from the Australians. They might have looked at the wrap play. They send it back out. Mida Graham just taking their time now. Graham holds out. Morris drives in. Graham picks up again and just comes back in the middle, but they can't find the final pass. Penalty here to the Australians, and it is a touchdown-a-thon in the women's open game. They've really responded nicely coming out of the break, the Australians. Another touchdown. Catherine Sargent getting over 9-2 in the women's open now. As Palau, he'll get them going forward again. Comes off the left foot. Hennessy, he'll make his way into half again. Goes short to Norman. Off the left foot, Norman. Still going, pops it back on the inside. Again, when they're trying to, that broken field play, the Australians, the New Zealanders do really well from coming outside in and just shutting down those extra baton plays.
Yeah, they're hitting their targets on defence. They need to just stay in the grind here, work down and really put on a nice attack play. A touchdown would work good for them right now.
And here we go, a penalty to New Zealand. The score is 1-0 in this men's open gold medal match. The Australians with the early touchdown. And New Zealand, though, they've had decent possession in the last few minutes. They just haven't been able to come up with the touchdown. Look at this, steaming onto the ball. They go back onto the right side here. Touch made. And Matt Sinclair coming from the left link position there, just streaming in. Looked like he was just trying to catch the Australian defence, aware that there might be a play coming on that left-hand side.
Yeah, running a 33 decoy play, and they went back the other way. Good work.
They turn it back in now. Savage. Here goes Sinclair again, out the back. Oh, they try to get it through the legs there. And Kura Konga couldn't link up. And again, they haven't really been able to crack the Australian defence when they've been camped down on the line. Just as of yet, they're asking plenty of questions, but they haven't really made it into the in-goal area as of yet either. But the Australians, they've turned it over. They've made a couple of errors here coming out of their end of the field in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they have early in the count. New Zealand would need to capitalise on this now.
So they'll make a few changes. They'll just take the pace out of the game as Graham turns it back inside Felix Hotham. There might be a sweep play coming around the back. Sean Law, he takes it and just back on the inside. So no doubt there's slippery conditions out there as well. We got quite a bit of rain as that storm was coming over. The New Zealand player trying to claim that the touch wasn't made. Referees say play on, good contact there, but it's just a little bit over vigorous. Coming in from the side there, Sean Law, and they've given away another 10 metres.
Yeah, just need to keep their discipline here now.
Yeah, getting called out of the line here. Looks like Morris Stone. And just while the referee is talking here to Stone, there has been another touchdown for the Australians out in the Women's Open Gold Medal match. So 10-2 is the score. They drive out to the side, Australia. They look for, oh, that's almost picked off. So the man that gave the penalty away almost made up for it on that occasion. Almost got his hands onto the football. Hennessy again. Using Bundy. Contact on Bundy. They go Hennessy. Right foot. Buckley. No, sloppy roll ball. Great call. Yeah, that was the right call there. Incorrect roll ball there for Buckley. They turn the ball over in New Zealand. They're holding on.
Yeah, good driving here from New Zealand. They need to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, they turn it back on the inside. Howell Morris, he's into half now. Stone. Morris goes back into half. Comes off the left foot. Looks to hit link. And a penalty. So called offside. Stuart Bridie on that occasion. 6 more touches here to the Kiwis. Yeah, we've made mention, Peter, that they have had good field territory down this end, but they just haven't been able to finish their sets off. This could be a key moment here. They go short. You could hear the contact as they came into the line as well. Touch made. There's a little bit of conversation between both teams out there as well, which is what we like to see.
Yeah, Link Shackstone running an inline there. And unlucky there, that looked like it could have been a touchdown. It's very close, that last one. New Zealand starting to create stuff now.
Robinson Bartlett drives out. They come short side again. Turn Robinson Bartlett inside. And here we go. It is getting heated between the boys. Oh, it doesn't matter what sport you're playing. It's touch football. It could be marbles. If Australia and New Zealand are coming up against each other, there's always going to be plenty of confrontations. The referees are just taking their time and to have a little bit of a chat here. It's pretty rare that you see all 3 referees make their way onto the field. They have a quick chat and they'll make a decision here. So the number 10 for New Zealand, Robinson and Bartlett, is being called out. And referee Kim Skelly. There's a little bit of high contact, it looks like. They're going to get forced subbed here. So he makes his way off to the field. Robinson Bartlett, Australia. They get back on with it now. So Hennessy drifts across field. Norman just going forward. Nice dish back on the inside of Toner. Here goes Norman. Comes off the left foot. Goes short. They go the bat on again. But everything at the moment that the Australians are throwing at the Kiwis, they're matching it defensively. So that is probably the biggest positive aspect coming out of the New Zealand Touch Blacks substitution box. I'm sure the coaches will be happy, at least with the defence that they've shown in the last 5 minutes in particular.
Yes, for sure. Their defence has been pretty well organised, and they're hitting their policies, they're channeling well, they're shifting well, and they're lifting off the line when they need to.
So 1-0 is the score still here in the Men's Open gold medal match. The Australians with the lead. It's been a real grind though over the last 5 or so minutes. No team really able to get any ascendancy in this match, but the Australians did pretty good defensively there to hold the Kiwis to where they did on the field. And there's more contact here. Coming in from the side. And the penalty given. And the referees, you can see, they're just trying to settle both sides down here. They don't want all the niggle and the hard contact to get into this match. Palau links up with Good. And the captain's back on the field for the Australians. Nice contact again in the ruck. No problems with that. Law. Good. Comes off the right foot. They hit Law. And the penalty is given. So one play. I think they'll just take this at here and go forward. Will they throw caution to the wind? Oh, they go back onto the inside. So, wow, it's been high entertainment here in the Men's Open gold medal match. Only the one touchdown in it at the moment. As we get the final score result in the Women's Open match, it's Australia who have won the gold medal. They finished the match winning at 10 touchdowns to 2 over New Zealand. So congratulations to the Aussie women, the 2019 World Cup champions in the Women's Open. But we revert back to the Men's Open as we go into the halftime break. Only the one touchdown in it at the moment. It was a real seesawing battle, particularly in the back end of that half there, Pete.
Yeah, it's quite a low-scoring game, and it speaks volumes for the defence, and especially looking at New Zealand. They have to be happy with their defence, only letting the one touchdown in. And it's a close match. It's hard one to call.
Yes, we didn't expect anything more from these two traditional rivals. We go into the halftime break. It's a really close match here in the Men's Open. The halftime score is Australia 1, New Zealand 0. Well, welcome back to Field 1. There is 20 minutes of touch football remaining in this 2019 Touch World Cup. The Australians in the Men's Open gold medal match, they currently lead 1 touchdown to 0 over the Kiwis. But Pete, talk us through what the message is from both sides of the field. What were the coaching staff from the New Zealanders and the Australians, what messages would they have given their troops going into the second half, the last 20 minutes of the World Cup tournament?
Well, I'd say Traddy would just want to consolidate on what they're doing, try and keep the errors down, staying in the grind and running their plays. From a New Zealand perspective, looking at the coach Rahul Das there, was quite animated, arms waving and, talking through policies and tactics, and they must be happy with defence at 1-0. There's nothing in this match.
Oh, we are in for an amazing second half. 20 minutes to go for one of these sides to claim the gold medal in the men's open. It's Australia who tap off, and they're rolling into the line nicely. Hennessy dancing around. They had good defensive pressure on the inside there with Bundy. Hennessy rolls on the 5. He gets the ball back again. Bundy. Nice work there from New Zealand. They just managed to, disrupt the Australians coming in on that last touch. So again, the back end of the first half, we may mention the defence of the Kiwis has been a real strong point, and they've started the second half in the same fashion.
Yeah, when Dylan's in there on there, Morristown, the far link was right and tight, ready to hit. They're working hard on Dylan Hennessy and his early support players.
So the Kiwis rolling out of their end of the field now. Sean Law gets him going forward. Back onto the field, Robinson Bartlett dishes to Graham. Robinson Bartlett again. Looking for that pass, but it was called late, so a touch and pass penalty here to the Aussies, and they're coming out of their end of the field. So Bundy makes his way off to the field. Buckley comes on. The captain now, Nick Good, taking the ball. Norman just goes away from the half on that occasion. Good comes across to get in. Good again, goes into half, goes away from Hennessy on this occasion. Norman throws it left to right. Francis! Oh, I think he knows that he lost it, but I think they might be calling that one back.
Yeah, it was a good effort there to try and catch that low and dive across, but skill execution not quite there. Okay, New Zealand driving out now. There's touch 2.
Yeah, Lolosio getting the team forward, but Norman coming up and putting pressure on the Kiwis. Oh, they're making 5th touch is the call, so Mustard made touch on the hand, which forced the ball out, but the touch was first. But look at where the Australians have finished that set. First touch here, they're going to roll over the halfway line and into the Kiwis territory. Good contact on Norman there from Stone. They come right-hand side. The Kiwis middle defenders are trying to come up and put pressure on the Australians. They send it back out to Bridie.
That's good in New Zealand, getting up and knocking them down. That's touch 4 now, only one to go.
So Buckley, Hennessy here, dishes. Norman flicks it on. Oh, and the referees, they're coming back. So that flick on there from Norman has gone forward. Good call from the refs. The Kiwis now straight back on it as soon as that penalty was given. They got back onto the ball. Sinclair coming on from the interchange box. Gets touched on the back. Matt Sinclair has to take it back to the mark. Sean Law driving forward again. They cut him out now and they can't connect with Sinclair. Gets a really hard touch in the back from Sean Francis. Now he was up in the air when the touch was made, but it still was a little bit too vigorous there from Francis. So it'll be a penalty to New Zealand. A bit of Graham just directing traffic out there at the moment.
Yeah, they'll be talking about there. What's that play they want to run here?
Yeah, into Sinclair, so they shut that one down. Sinclair again, dancing around, still dancing is Sinclair. The Kiwis, they readjust. Just turning the ball around, but yeah, touch made from Australia. They have to realign here. Another penalty. Not moving forward, so repeat set on the line. More pressure on the Australians. So, Amita Graham goes into half. They've got numbers stacked on the right-hand side. They look to sweep back to the left. They come back more central now. Ball given from Robinson Bartlett. He'll receive it back now for the Kiwis. They drive in. There's a sweeper coming around the back. They look to go back on the inside. But again, so this is 3 penalties in a row here for the Australians. They need to be really careful. They could be a player down if they give another penalty away. Do they go short side? The Australians are really scrambling in defence. Touch made.
Yeah, the Australians know they need to be tight on Ash Robinson. He's got a great quickie dive on him.
So they come back central with Graham. He turns it inside. Graham again just holds the ball up. That's come off the Australians. Another set of 6 on their try line here. The Australians are doing their best to hold on, but can the Kiwis, can they make them pay? Really hard to defend your line so repeatedly like this, isn't it?
Yeah, these defenders will be sucking in now. They'll be down on energy, so New Zealand will want to capitalise on this.
Sean Law going forward. They send it out over the top, but there was an infringement there in the ruck. Yeah, it was actually the New Zealand player in attack making contact with the Australians, so the penalty goes against New Zealand on that occasion.
New Zealand will want to get forward here and send a couple of defenders up forward to really put pressure on them and cut down their yards. Someone else should be going up again. And an early error by Australia coming off their line gives New Zealand another set of attack.
Yeah, and the interesting fact there was that there was only one player that made their way off to the field from the previous team that's been defending so many. So a lot of the Australian players have been out defending for 4 or 5 sets. Let's see if they can hold on here. Oh, well, the New Zealanders, they let them off the hook. And an over-the-mark penalty. You just really got to get those ones right in big moments in the matches like this, don't you?
Yeah, costly one there. Australia now have the ball and they'll be wanting to get to their box to get these tight ones off.
Yeah, it's exactly where they're going to head with Buckley. They come forward, nice transition, Palau. So they hold on defensively. The Australians, that could be a big moment in this gold medal match as well. King, got good footwork, does King. Ooh, he looks to do the old hide behind the back and holds onto the football, but they're parked right down in that corner. The New Zealanders, they're shifting the ball nicely now to get out of their end of the field.
This is some good go forward from New Zealand. They need to finish this set fast. Get down and put on a play.
Road Party kicking out. Moves him to half again. Felix Hotham now for the Kiwis. Goes that right. Oh, and contact again. He's taking a bit of a knock there, Rob Hardy, but he brushes it off. And again, just the speed of the game you often see at this men's open level, just bodies clashing quite frequently, don't you?
Yeah, especially in, there's some big hits that go on sometimes, especially when you're not expecting it. You're looking the other way and the defender comes from your blind spot, which happens a lot in this grade. The contact can be heavy.
So Palau getting Australia forward. Norman switches in good. And back to Palau. Here he goes, drives forward again. Hennessy picks up from half, just puts the afterburners on and getting hands onto the ball there. Road Party shutting that one down. So sometimes you just got to put your hands on the ball and shut it down, get your defence to reset and go again.
Yeah, so 6 touches now for Australia on the New Zealand line.
Another big touch made there from Sean Law.
Yeah, good defence by Sean Law. Watching the ball, shifting to where the problem is and making the touch.
So good. They've got sweepers around the back. Oh yeah, misassignment. I think they might have wanted to try to get that sweeper play around the back to Hennessy, but it actually connected up there with Scott Buckley. So they turned the ball over, the Australians. And this is good transition coming out of the line here for the Kiwis. They're over the halfway.
Yeah, there's touch 3 there on the 10-metre mark.
So Robinson Bartlett, he gets switched back in. He's got the ball. Graham comes from half, goes short. And Buckley makes the touch. Ooh, this is just really back and forth at the moment. No one can get their hands on to take control of this match, but Australia, they've still got that one touchdown lead, and that one touchdown might prove to be extremely crucial in this match.
Yeah, the defences are so good, both teams.
So Law turns it back inside. Law will go from half here, just stumbles a little bit, comes off his left foot, links up here. Costello sums it up nicely, and Palau can't bring it back in. The referees were happy with the pass out of the hands from Costello, so Palau managed to bring that back in. They might have got another touchdown, the Aussies. But again, New Zealand, they've done a really good job in terms of getting out of their end of the field. Oh, they got away with that one. Sinclair driving the ball in. Nice work into the line again. Sinclair, no, they throw that bomb. Beautiful. Oh, what a finish in the corner there. Urati, big dive in the corner.
Wow, what a great set play. 32 dump, short, scooping. Everyone running chop lines when they're running an outline. Ruamai Iruiti scores for New Zealand, 1-1.
Oh, game on now. There's still about 10 minutes left in this match. And the Australian defence, they just couldn't hold on any longer, but that was a really good enterprising play there from the Kiwis, throwing the football around. What a fantastic finish in the corner as well. Great touchdown to lock this one back up. So the Aussies, Hennessy here, he sends it out the back. They got him on the back foot. Visage dives in the corner. They've given it, well, perfect response from the Australians. Visage with a great finish as well. The Kiwis finish off nicely down one end, but the Australians, they finish off nicely down in the far corner as well.
Yeah, great passive play there, hitting the link out the back, and a great draw pass. Winger diving in the corner. Australia hit the front 2-1.
So back underway with Shaquille Stone. He's linking up here with Kudukonga. Sinclair. Buckley was short in defence. They go back to that side again. And the winger coming in, Finch. And the referee gives a penalty offside again from the Australians. They definitely don't want to do what they did a few minutes ago and repeat. With about 4 sets of 6 on their line. Oh, Visage comes flying into the air, trying to shut that play down. They did well to recover for the left winger there for Australia. They quick tap and go. Now the referees will come together. If the mark was given, this will be a touchdown. They send the Australian players away. The two referees, they come together. Looks like, yeah, they're going to give it. Wow, what a response. So good work there from New Zealand. They got the penalty. They were on the mark. Quick tap, go, called Australia napping.
Australia went to sleep there. New Zealand capitalised. I think it was the winger there. That was unbelievable. They just, I don't know whether they were looking at the ref or what happened there, but they just didn't do anything. He tapped the ball. There was no one inside. Bang, touchdown in the corner.
Unbelievable touchdown for New Zealand to level this back up. It is game on. We're level. The gold medal match. The last time New Zealand scored, Australia managed to get one straight back. Hennessy, they go out the back again. King, over the top. Play on is the call. Ward 50-50 on that call. But the ball has been deemed that it was gone. And again, New Zealand score. Australia, they hit straight back. They're back in the lead.
Yeah, Ray Hunter, who scored at the far end, that was him on defence. It looked like it was very close to touch and pass. Australia once again running that passive line out the back with the link. And then passing to the winger.
3-2 on the scoreboard. The Aussies, they're doing a really good job to respond whenever the Kiwis get touchdowns. But they're back in control of the football here. Graham touched, they're scrambling. King really coming in from that right-hand side. Had to get on his bike to cover his corner. They go right-hand side, they come against Grain again. Graham just trying to bat the ball on so they don't respond, the Kiwis, and the Aussies, they hold on. So it might be a little bit of gamesmanship here. The Aussies, they're just taking their time. They roll the ball now. They come out to this right-hand side. Now they're making changes. And a penalty. So they'll march up the field. And they really get out of jail. So just a little bit too much rough conduct in the roll ball there from the Kiwis. So Norman sends it to Hennessy. They go the wraparound play. And back onto the field is Blackwood. And Nick Good again, just driving out for Hennessy. Comes off the right foot, goes short. Michael Law goes flying through the air. What a beautiful touchdown. They go back to back, the Australians. They're back in front by 2 touchdowns, and it's alarm bells now for New Zealand.
Yeah, Dylan Hennessy once again coming off his 32 platform, scooping open side and hitting the first hitter. Touchdown.
So 4-2. And they're back in front by 2 touchdowns. That's huge in this match. As the Kiwis just still searching to try to link up. And apologies. So the correction on the score, it is 5-2. The Australians lead, so they're in real control. Oh, almost picked off. But they're going to get a penalty here. Kim Skelly going back to the mark, so the Australians, they get out of danger. So apologies, yeah, a little bit of confusion with the score. There's 5 minutes to go. I've just been getting a signal of 5. I thought I might have had the score wrong. The score is 4-2, but 5 minutes left in this match. The Australians, they flick back on the inside. Still going the Aussies. Oh, the Kiwis, they hold on. Oh, there's been a bit of collision in the in-goal as well. Oh, there was too many things happening out on the field. The referee pulls them back though. But, get out of jail there, the Kiwis.
Geez, a lot of drama, a lot of action going on here. New Zealand work their way forward.
So Graham again gets his hands on the ball. So just confirming the score is 4-2. The Australians are up. We're under 5 minutes left in this match. Nice ball. Oh, hands. Oh, back on the inside. Well, that was unbelievable. Uratai sliding down on the ground. Passes it in the same motion. Oh,
that was some great skill from Ruomai there on the wing.
So the Australians, it's real heart-pumping action out here in this gold medal match. Again, they're going nice and direct. Francis coming in from the wing, but probably a little bit too eager, really steamed into the line, but couldn't get a clean roll ball as a result. Oh, and the Kiwis just floated over the top.
Yeah, they really need to score in this next set to get back in this game. There's not much time left, 3 minutes to go.
So they send it out to the right-hand side. Yeah, perfect call from Peter Walters. They've got to get a touchdown and try to get some momentum. The Kiwis, can they conjure one up? Graham picks it up, switches in. They've got him here, Kiwis. They said, oh, there must be hands on the ball. That could be a huge play from Jonathan Palau because they score that. Like we said, that gets the Kiwis back into the match.
Yeah, Johnny Palau, full reach to stop that touchdown and knock the ball down. It was good defence.
And Good, he gets his hands on the football as well. There's another 6 touches here to the Kiwis, but again, it's more time off the clock. So they won't be too disappointed with that. The Australians, now Sinclair. Oh, it's been taken. Oh, picked off. This is play on. Now the Australians, they are really processing. I think this is fine. Yeah, it is. They'll get the touchdown. It came off the Australians' hands. That's gone backwards with 2 minutes left on the clock. They dive, beautiful take, and that is a touchdown to New Zealand. Game on.
Yeah, great pass, and Shaq's showing some great skill there in the aerial, grabbing the ball and banging it down.
So they reduced the margin back down to 2, but time is starting to become a real issue here for New Zealand. Oh, it's down to 1, my apologies. 4-3 on the score. So it is game on for sure. The Australians back on the attack. Norman goes short side and touch bait on Norman. Does the old crocodile roll into the in-goal area. So more time off the clock. The Australians up by 1. The score is 4-3. This is for the gold medal in the World Cup. The Hennessy's into the in-goal area. Looks to link up. Oh, it's spilled over the in-goal area. Now the Kiwis, they've got it all to do. They've got 6 touches and they've got to get up the other end of the field. 1 minute left on the clock here. They've got to go, New Zealand. They've just got to drive and get down. Oh, they've held on. This will help. Foot in the ruck. The changes onto the field. The clock is running. Oh, he's tapped the ball in front. The 8 players in front. They get away with it, New Zealand.
They really need to move here.
So Sinclair. This is the right party. They pick up and go. They throw it long. They've gone early into touch count. Good work to hold on to that. Lolacello. Mida Graham. Sinclair. Hits the leg. Oh, it just tipped away. That might be the game. The clock is winding down. That might have been their one chance there, the Kiwis. The Australians have just got to hold on to the football now. The clock is winding down. There you go. You hear the hooter in the background. And the Australians have won the men's open gold medal. But kudos to New Zealand. They get a touchdown right at the death to ignite the final few minutes of this men's open game. But it was the start from Australians. The Kiwis, they just couldn't quite catch up to the Aussies in the end. They were chasing from the start of the match, but they did a great job to get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, so proud of the New Zealand boys and what they put out there. Nothing in it. 1 point. These are the 2 best teams in the world. And the speed and the skill was just outstanding. What a great spectacle for our sport.
So congratulations to the Australian Men's Open. They are still the World Cup champions. They're back-to-back champions. They won in 2015 as well. Well, that brings us to a conclusion. A big thank you to you, Peter Walters, for joining me in the commentary box for the last few Opens games.
Thank you, Scotty. Look, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed this week. It's been a fantastic week for touch. I know all the New Zealand teams will be happy with their efforts. A lot of close matches. Three gold medals for New Zealand, and obviously Australia, the overall championship, and seeing the development of some of these other countries. It's been a fantastic tournament, mate.
It's been a wonderful World Cup here. A big thank you to our host in Malaysia. Congratulations to all the countries that played in the World Cup this year. We'd really like to thank all the viewers who have tuned in to the stream. A big thank you to BBC Sport for your coverage and support of the Touch World Cup this year. We had 3,000 viewers on YouTube and Facebook for this game alone. So we really thank you for your support and tuning in to the World Cup. From us here at Putrajaya in Malaysia, this is Scott McAllister saying bye for now. We'll see you in another 4 years at the next Fit Touch World Cup.